best things parents can do to help them parent their child or teen with ADHD is to better understand this neurodiverse ADHD brain. So many parents and also so many professionals are still operating under the outdated view that this is just an attention disorder and it's an attention deficit. What we have to look at is we have to think about how this ADHD brain is stimulated. When it comes to ADHD, it's all about stimulation. What stimulates the brain and what doesn't stimulate the brain? What are the things giving them that dopamine hit? And each individual with ADHD is different. That's very important to discuss. There is no two ADHD kids that are the same. Every single one is different. But we can discuss what happens most often. Most often, the ADHD brain gets stimulated and gets that dopamine hit through negative attention, and more specifically, negative attention from parents and other family members like siblings. So they will get stimulated when they feel like they are the center of attention, and all of the attention, focus, energy, language, and emotions all center around them. So they get stimulated when they feel a sense of control over the emotional pulse of the home, when they feel like they have their parents and their siblings in the palm of their hands and they're in full control over everyone's emotions, what they are doing, and what they are focusing on. And of course, aside from negative parental attention, there's also screens. The ADHD brain, the way it is neurodiverse, is highly apt to very serious screen addictions and getting highly dysregulated by being on screens. So the screens will deplete their brain of dopamine and give them an absolute rush and be so incredibly stimulating, where after they're on screens, it's impossible for them to do non-preferred, non-stimulating, and non-instantly gratifying tasks. So it really negatively impacts their executive functioning and their overall quality of life. So now that we have this renewed focus of stimulation, what parents need to start to think about is how can we unplug the brain, uncharge the brain. Think about their brains like an iPhone, how it has to be plugged and charged in to power it up. So what are the things that are powering up your child's brain? If they are constantly getting stimulated by the same fights every single day, the same screens multiple times a week, we have to unplug their brains by getting stimulated by those negative things. And over time, they learn to get stimulated by healthy tasks like face-to-face social interaction and play.